Hi, I'm Maya, and this is the channel Book from Dreams. Okay, so this video is supposed to be a video about one of the prompts for HRCYED. I am going on a 2-week vacation at the beginning of August, and I decided to try to fulfill a prompt while I'm on vacation, one of the boxes for the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. And the prompt is the TBR Game Challenge. For this prompt, you have to play a booktuber's TBR game, one that you haven't played before, and basically read the books you get. For this prompt, I picked a game called The Land of the Reeds 2, the two libraries. This is a TBR game created by the book channel Library Unbounded. I will leave the link to their channel down below and to the game. Basically, it's a Lord of the Rings inspired game. This is, I guess, connected to book 2, since this is like the 2 libraries and 2 towers. And yeah, it's really cool. I screen recorded me playing the game. There's a bit of sound, but not really much. So you'll just get the snippets of things you get. So first, you have to pick a character. The game randomly gave me Gandalf. All right, so I got TBR jar. Now, I have TBR jars. I like making them and then not using them. So here is my TBR jar. It says here, forgotten TBR. So I do a lot of these reading challenges and whatnot, and I haven't been very good at completing them. So I create a jar of the forgotten TBR, which are books from those challenges that I wanted to read, or books from my TBRs that I, put on my TBR and wanted to read but haven't. So I'm going to pick a book from there. Why am I like mining for treasure? Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Go on. The Gilded Wolves by HRCYED. Jesus Christ. This is like a... God, everyone was... Oh, I remember this. Everyone was comparing this to Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows, because it's of a similar thing. It's like a historical fantasy where there's a group of young people robbing things. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay, The Gilded Wolves by HRCYED. Chokshi, sorry, I mispronounced that. Okay, that's that for the TBR jar. All right, so I got the last book someone recommended to you. All right, so for this one, I chose, there's a prompt for HRCYED, the last prompt, which is basically the creator's recommendations. It's called Q's recommendations, right? So you have to pick 3 books for this prompt. So I'm going to read Icebreaker by Hannah Grace for this. This is a hockey romance. We follow 2 kids in college, which gives me pause because it's like reading high school romance, but it's in college. So I'm hoping it won't be as dramatic and whatnot as high school romances are. Basically, I do believe the girl, Anastasia, she's like an ice skater. She's working to become Team USA. I guess that's for the Olympics, right? And she goes to University of California. And then we have hockey team guy, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as a team captain is keeping the team on ice, which is tricky when a facility mishap means they are forced to share the rink with the figure skating team. Okay. They don't stand it. They don't like each other. Okay. So I guess something will happen to bring them together to develop feelings and such. Okay. So I'm going to read that. The point of that prompt is to read something that the creator has read. So I'm counting that as, recommendations from the creator. Okay, I landed nonfiction. There is a nonfiction prompt here on HRCYED, and you have to read like 5 nonfiction books with 5 different themes, right? So I chose to pick the biggest one because I have an audiobook of this one that is like over 20 hours, like something, because the book itself is over 700 pages Hopefully that's only like pictures and figures. So the book is IBM, The Rise and Fall and Reinvention of a Global Icon by James Cortada. IBM is a American company that did stuff with computers. They have a logo, which I remember from our computers when we were younger, or programmed. See, I think they made computers, I think. And yeah, it's a over 700 page book about IBM. So yeah, I'm going to listen to that on vacation at some point. Just a little bit snippets of it. I want to get to it because let's get the big books out of the way. So yeah, so on this vacation, I'm going to learn about IBM. All right, and the last thing basically brought me to the end. And for the end, it says you can pick a book as a reward because you finished. Looking at Library Unbounded own videos in which she played this game, and in which the game hates her and keeps bringing her back to the beginning. I did amazing. I only got 4 books, which is great. So my book as a reward for finishing the game is Witch King by Martha Wells. This has been on my TBR since it came out, like, I want to say 2 years ago. Like, I've put it on, like, our fantasy bingo cards, which is on in this one as well. And I haven't yet gotten to it because people were like, it's not as awesome as like whatever. And yeah, so I am getting to it. So in Witch King, so it says here, after being murdered, his consciousness dormant and unaware of the passing of time while confined in an elaborate water trap, Kai wakes up to find a lesser mage attempting to harness Kai's magic to his own advantage. That was never going to go well. But why was Kai imprisoned in the first place, Maya? Read. But why was Kai imprisoned in the first place? Oh my god. What has changed in the world since his assassination? And why does the rising world coalition appear to be growing in influence? Kai will need to pull his allies close and draw on all of his pain magic if he's to answer at least one of those questions. All right, so that's the book. And that's my TBR for the TBR Game Challenge. But we'll see if any of this gets read, but hopefully yes. You will get a wrap-up of my vacation reads when I get back. I'm not going to be filming or editing or doing anything on vacation. So yeah, look forward to that video. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!